Every Saturday is the same for Yair Moses. For the past 12 months, he's come here to Hostages Square in Tel Aviv. Hamas-led militants kidnapped Yair Moses' extended family. They took his mother, his father's partner and her daughter, and her 2 granddaughters. They killed his father's partner. Last November they released the remaining women, but are still holding his father, Gadi Moses.
For us, almost every morning is October 7 because we don't have my father and many others. And now we come to this date, a year past, and we start all the memorials and everything, so everything is coming back and it's getting harder to sleep, harder to do anything.
This is where his family lived, Nir Oz, about 2 kilometers from the Gaza border. Hamas-led militants invaded the kibbutz at around 6:30 in the morning. Of the 400 people who lived here, 117 were either kidnapped or murdered. A year on, time seems to have stood still in Nir Oz. Most residents haven't returned. Yair Moses has come with other family members to check on his father's house.
Here we just came inside the house. All the floor here was full of the content of this cupboard. I try to stay on the positive side, but it's getting harder every day, every minute. It's getting more and more hard to think how he's coping, how is he well. Actually, we don't even know if he's alive.
The Moses family is not an exception. Every house in Nir Oz has a story to tell of loss and survival, pain and trauma. Doreen Ray and her family survived the attack. They now live in temporary accommodations about an hour away.
We have all of kinds of bad things that happen here. And it's all around the kibbutz. We see in the WhatsApp group of the mothers, it was crazy. Help us, we are burning. Help us, they shooting. Help us, they are here. Come, please help us, help us.
Traces of the militants who tore through their home are still visible. Doreen and her family sheltered in this safe room for hours, while militants ripped their home apart and tried to get into their safe room. News trickled in about what was happening.
In 1 o'clock I get message. Some friend of mine asked me if I know this woman with the 2 kids that taking hostage. And I said, wow, this is Shiri with the kids, a friend of mine. So then I understand that they also not just trying to kill, they also take us. So in my mind I start to think what to do. If they will kill us and they will take the kids, what will happen? We need to die, all of us together. So it was not easy to think that you want to die with your kids. You want your kids will be dead with you.
The Israeli army did not arrive at the kibbutz until around 2 in the afternoon, almost 7 hours after the attack began. For many Israelis, Nir Oz is a symbol of the country's security failures.
The buildings over there it's Gaza Strip.
It's over there in Gaza where Israel's war has killed at least 41,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza's health ministry. For Yair Moses, it is most important that his government now agrees to a hostage deal before they have to bury more of those who were taken to Gaza.
We've been here to the graveyard too many times in the last this period, and each time we say, okay, they're probably 5-6 kilometers from me. Let's go and bring them. They're so close, but they're so far.
It's been a year. The situation remains unresolved, leaving people like Yair and Doreen trapped in time.
כן, זה קצת